everybody and welcome to Busy Bee's channel. We are going to Hogwarts today because you read the Harry Potter book and you did the first 5 chapters. Congratulations. Let's talk about them. Let's see if you answered the questions correctly. That was the worksheet I gave you every day, and we started with chapter 1. Every day you had to read 1 chapter, and those were the questions. Who are the Dursleys? I'm sure you can answer that. The Dursleys are the only family that Harry has left. Aunt Petunia and Harry's mom were sisters, so he had to go to them as the only relatives he has. Who is the cat? Now that is Professor McGonagall. I'm sure you figured that out. And the question number 3, why are there so many owls? They are delivering the mail at Hogwarts. We have one here. We will talk about that owl later. So, chapter 2, the vanishing glass. I really like that one. How does Harry look like? Well, he has black hair, green eyes. That's according to the book, and his hair is always untidy, and he's very skinny because he never gets to eat too much. What can you tell me about Dudley? He's quite the opposite. Harry is skinny, Dudley is fat. Harry is nice, Dudley isn't. I'm sure you figured that out too. And what happened at the zoo? Now I think that's really nice story when the glass disappears and when the snake escapes and when he can talk to the snake. So when he speaks Parseltongue, we find out in the books, I think in book 4 or 5, that he can speak to snakes, which is really nice. Okay, chapter number 3, the letters from no one. Now the letters come. What does the Hogwarts wax seal look like? So you have the H for Hogwarts, and then you have all the animals for the houses. Yeah, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. How did the Dursleys react when the letters arrived? I'm sure you read that one too, that they tried not to make sure that Harry got any letters, so they closed the mailbox, for example, and then they moved away, trying to escape. Yeah. What was different for Harry after the letters arrived? I wrote down the address. The address said that he had the room under the stairs, and they didn't like that, of course. So after the letters came, he was allowed to move to a proper room. He didn't even have a proper room so far. So he was quite a poor guy. Chapter 4, the Keeper of the Keys. Now that's Hagrid. What does Hagrid look like? I think he's very impressive. He's half giant, and he's very, very large. He's huge, and he has a nice coat with a lot of things inside. One of you answered that quite nicely, that his coat is full of stuff, and he has a very wild beard. What is the letter about? The letter is the invitation to Hogwarts, that he's allowed to go to school there, to the Hogwarts school. And what's a muggle? Of course, that's you and I. Those are the non-magic people. Chapter 5 is the alley, and I really wished I could go shopping there once in my life. That sounds so cool. In Brighton, in England, there is an old part of the city that looks exactly like that alley, and they have shops like Ollivander's. It's really fascinating. So, who works at Gringotts Bank? I found it out in chapter 5. It says, wizards have banks, just the one. Gringotts, run by goblins. Harry dropped the bit of sausage he was holding. Goblins? So those are the ones with the long fingers. Yeah, I like them. Which shops can you find there? Of course, you need all the shops that where you can go shopping for the school stuff and your ordinary wizard stuff. So you have wands, cauldrons, animals, poison, herbs, clothes, books, everything a real witch or wizard needs. How do you get to that shopping street? It's not easy to find. It's in London. I wish there would be a sign. This is where you have to go. But they entered through the pub, of course, and then you had to take your wand, and then you tapped some stones in the backyard, and then the stones opened, and then you could go shopping. So I'm sure you were able to answer all the questions. The questions I got from you pupils, they were absolutely answered in a correct way. And I hope those words were not too difficult. And I'm sure you got into the book now. So it takes a bit to read in English, I know that. But after a while, you get used to that. And in the end, you don't really realize, is it English or German? Yeah, that's the good thing. In the book, Harry gets an owl from Hagrid for his birthday. And I think it's a beautiful owl. It's a white snow owl, I think. It's called Hedwig, you know that. And I wish I had an owl like that too. So I looked around in our house. I had no owl. The closest I could find was a white bird. And this is our little kakadu. This is Chantal. So I'm trying to change her now into an owl. I have practiced my magic a little bit, and let's see if I can change her into an owl. Okay, let's have a look. Transformio owl. Well, I don't think that really worked. Still a kakadu. I'll try again. Transformio owl. I think there is something wrong with my spell, so I think I have to practice my magic skills a little bit. I'll try it again next time in my next video next week. See you then, all the best, and keep on reading. Bye!